Okay, we'll now take a look at image rotation, which is this section of the console here at the top left. Now for this demonstration, instead of using the console image generation, we're going to use an external image so you can kind of see where the orientation is and what's going on. So to access an external image, I'm going to pan the slider all the way over to the external image side. So now, as you can see, we have the orientation test frame being displayed. Up here at the top left is the rotation for the x-axis, and it's currently in the out position, which means the oscillator is stopped. It is held in a specific position, and I need to bring this into the in position in order to enable it. Now the oscillator is stopped by the potentiometer as well if it's in the center position. Now if I turn this clockwise just a little bit, as you can see now the abstract is beginning to rotate. And I can bring this up to pretty specific speed, or pretty high speed anyway. And bring it right back down, and I can bring it to a stop. I can stop it backwards if I wanted to, and then continue going counterclockwise with the potentiometer to go the opposite direction. So one way or the other. Now the FM is frequency modulation, which is driven by LFO1. These four potentiometers here on the top. So if I bring that up, now it is doing what the LFO is telling it to do, and the LFO is currently set for a ramp, and I'm going to change that to a square wave. I can bring the speed up and just have it do all sorts of different things. So anyway, that's what the FM, or the frequency modulation, is for rotation. And so now, when you have rotation sitting in any position, it doesn't matter where it's at, when you cut out of that effect, it brings it back to its default location, back to sort of its home position. Same thing for Y. And same thing where I can go and stop anywhere in the rotation. And then when I'm done, I don't want the rotation anymore, or I want to bring it back to its home position, I can bring that to the out position. Next up we have rate, or I'm sorry, is the Z-axis. So turn this on, I'll bring it clockwise, and as you see it's rotating clockwise. And again, I can bring that up to a fairly high rate of speed, and back down to 0 and to the opposite direction. And I can stop it anywhere I'd like. Same thing here, FM. I can add LFO1 to do different things to it. And it's doing that automatically. Bring that back out. Now, there's a switch right next to it here that's likely labeled something different on the later consoles. The first one or two consoles, I believe it didn't identify that at all. All this does is changes the direction without having to use the potentiometer to change the direction. And that's all that's for. Just to the right is rotation offset. Now, with Z running just a little bit, I'll go ahead and bring up one of the rotation offsets so you can kind of see what's going on there. Alright, and I'll take this away. Turn off Z. Let's bring up X. And bring up an offset there. And you can see what's going on there. And that covers rotation. There are some more advanced features of rotation that's covered in perspective. I'll have that in a later video. Thanks for watching.